All right, we are going to have Michelle, and Michelle Stone is with HICAP.
So HICAP, what that is it is the Health Insurance Counseling and Advocacy Program. So as Trish was talking about advocacy, we are the best kept secret. We're all over the United States. We're not just local in Orange County. I just happen to be from the Orange County office. What we do is we do specifically Medicare counseling. So we do not sell anything. We're not promoting insurance companies. We are not affiliated with any insurance company. We are only existing to help Medicare beneficiaries navigate the Medicare system. So what we do for you guys, if you're on Medicare, if you have a family member on Medicare, if you're aging into Medicare and want to understand what's going on with this complex system, we can take a look at all of the plans in the area. You'll call the HICAP office for your particular county in your state. And what they'll do, they'll compare those plans for you, see which ones are going to meet your individual needs. Not my needs, not the counselor's needs, but what you need. They'll look at your doctors, they'll look at what pharmacies you want to go to, they'll take a look at any other questions or concerns you have about your plan. They'll narrow it down to 3, 4, 5, whatever it is you need, and then you can go away comparing those plans based on the information they give you. That also applies to prescription plans, so Part D plans if the individual's on original Medicare. We'll take a look at your medications. We'll make sure they are on the formulary for the plans that you're looking at so that you're not looking at plans that aren't going to assist you in any way. And one thing you need to really pay attention to is every year the medications move on that formulary. So what used to be a tier 1 medication where you're paying nothing, $250, $5 for, it could now be $500 or $1,000. So what we're doing right now is it's open enrollment for Medicare. What that means is anyone on Medicare has the option to take a look at their plans and make changes. And that goes from October 15th to December 7th. When that ends, there are some rules about who can change and what you can change to. So what Orange County has done is we do clinics throughout all of our senior centers in Orange County. We've completed 11 clinics within the last 3 weeks. So we're going into our 4th week. We have saved Orange County residents over $280,000 for the 2019 year. Last year we saved Orange County residents over $1 million. And that's just the Orange County HICAP. So HICAP is under the program called SHIP, which is the State Health Insurance Program. I know there's another letter in there, but they call it SHIP, S-H-I-P, so I'm just going to stick with that part. But they are the national program. So again, we are not raising money. We don't charge you for anything. The only requirement to talk to a HICAP or HICAP-like facility is that the individual's on Medicare, and that includes a Medicare-Medi-Cal combination. Okay, so a couple things. We are at table 503 over here. We have a few things that are helpful. So if you haven't stopped by, and I know there's some familiar faces, we do have card covers. They're plastic sleeves to put your medical cards in, Medicare card, because it is paper, and this is supposed to be kept for the rest of your life, so feel free to stop by and pick one up. We do have some information about HICAP. This is national, so don't feel like you cannot come by and pick it up if you're not from Orange County. Inside here is an 800 number. What that will connect you to is the SHIP in your local state when you call it from your area code. And if you ever have trouble getting through to your HICAP office, you can always call the 714 number and we'll get the direct number for you. I do have some information about open enrollment, but that is Orange County specific, but you're welcome to take one. Another great piece of material everybody here should know about, and I'm always surprised that more people don't come to these presentations because they're always looking for somebody to help, but then they never know about us, so I'm not sure why. But it's the Senior Medicare Patrol. So they are also a national program. We do have a great book on Medicare fraud, but that goes for everything. So you get those phone calls saying they're calling from the IRS, which I think I got 3 of them yesterday, telling me they were going to come and get me and take me to jail because I owed money, which is not true. You know, people are answering those calls or saying that they have spyware on their computer and they need to get their computer and give them access to their computer. So we do have some information in here. But the reason I mention that also is because Medicare has mailed out new medical cards for everyone on Medicare. It no longer has your Social Security number on it. So we need you to destroy those cards, because the old Medicare card basically had your full name, your signature, your social security number, and potentially your date of birth, because that's when you signed up for Medicare. So the fraud element is super high. So make sure you're not giving out that Medicare number to anybody that doesn't deserve it or need it. Like your Medicare providers, yes. Somebody's saying they can get you a free back brace, no. The other thing we have that's specific to Orange County, but I think it's really relevant to this group, is the Answers Guide. It's put on by Orange County, the Council on Aging, but it has some great articles in here. And I just was looking down at it because it just came out this last Thursday, and the lead article is Caregiver Burnout. And so do come by and pick one up. It might be a great just, after dinner reading for you, or if you're flying home for the plane home. But there are some great articles in here that are relevant to everybody. It's not just Orange County, but there is some information in here about Orange County, so you can always compare it to what's happening in your county. And there may be similar agencies that they are listing in here that you can find in your county as well. So if you don't have any questions, I'll leave you guys at that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That was really, really helpful. We do have time for questions, either for Jeffrey, Michelle, or myself. Anyone have a question? Besides my husband? Okay, go ahead. I'm just kidding.
If we still have the old card that has our social security number on it.
Please
We
shred
haven't
it.
gotten a new one.
Oh, you do not have a new one?
I have not received a new one.
So we have information on where to go on the Medicare website to confirm that your new one was mailed. Are you in the state of California?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone in California should have already received theirs. Some people did not receive theirs because there was a hold confirming mailing addresses. So we can give you that website to look to see if yours has been mailed, or the phone number also to call. But once you get the new one, you do want to shred the old one.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Good information. Any other questions? No more questions.
Yeah,
Oh, go
one
ahead.
more thing.
Sure.
And when you get that new number, you do want to give that to all your providers, even if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan.
Okay.
So still, even if you have company A as your insurance, you still want to give the new Medicare number because they won't be able to bill otherwise.
Sounds good.
And update your care summary.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Who's your favorite, me or Rob?
All right. I will not answer that question. All right. I also wanted to thank, it didn't come up. Well, I do want to thank Brad, Candy, and Sophie, and they have put on this conference for, I think, 6 years now. They're really, really terrific, and I hope you're able to come back, and I hope you're able to get a lot of good information today. And then one final tip that we have in our books, one of my favorite tips is remember that miracles happen every day. And I know you guys have all experienced miracles. I guarantee it. If you're a caregiver or a care recipient, you have experienced a miracle. And I wish for more miracles for all of you. And thank you again, Michelle and Jeffrey, for your time. Thank you.